Hello, I'm Jessica Hylands, confidence coach. So why do I specialise in helping people with their confidence? There are two reasons. Firstly, because when I was growing up I was so lacking in self-confidence, self-esteem, self-belief and all those things. And I know how debilitating it can be. I'm aware of all the opportunities that I missed because I didn't feel worthy of going for them. I'm aware of the misery that comes with forever not feeling good enough. It's a horrible place to be, and hard work living that way. It takes a lot of energy, and if you're there, I'm sure you know what I mean by that. Now I've got myself to where I am, feeling happy with who I am, happy with my decisions, happy with my actions, what I do, how I do it, with whom I do it. I started coaching because I wanted to share the joy of that with others. I wanted to be able to show others that there is a different way. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. You can change. You can be the person that you want to be. I appreciate from where you may be at this moment, that change might feel impossible. When you've been a certain way for so many years, it's difficult to imagine that you can change. The way that you are, surely that's just you. It's the way that you were born. But if the way that you are isn't making you happy, then no, it's not just you. You can change. I've done it, and I know that I can help you to do it too. But anyway, that's one of the reasons that I became a confidence coach. I appreciate how different my life is feeling confident. The other reason that I specialise in confidence is because I believe that it's the basis, the determinant, if you like, of everything that happens in our lives. That may sound a bit extreme, but think about it. I'm starting to demonstrate that. You're at work and one of the managing directors of the big company that you work for comes into the office and says, I need an additional person in my direct team, so who's up for the job? Now you know that this would be a massive promotion for you and you know that you're fully capable of doing it. If you're feeling confident within yourself, when they say, so who's up for it? You say, me. If you're not feeling confident in yourself, you keep your mouth shut. Inside you're screaming, me. But a louder inner voice than that one is saying, who do you think you are, imagining that you're good enough for that role? Opportunity missed. And this scenario will play out in all sorts of different ways, different versions, in all areas of your life. Maybe in everyday life, you're the one at home who does everything, while everyone else sits around making demands on you. You work full time, and yet when you get home, you don't stop until you go to bed. Everyone else is chilling out watching telly or going out and having fun. If you were confident in yourself, do you think you'd carry on doing this? If you were confident, would you deem yourself to be worth more than this and feel that you weren't being treated fairly? It may seem an impossibility at the moment, but maybe you would share the chores out. Give everyone a list of who will do what and when, and take your turn at having a rest or going out with friends or whatever you wanted to do. If you aren't feeling the inner confidence at the moment, I can see how this may seem like the actions of someone on another planet, but it's not. This could be you in a few months' time. What other areas of your life can you imagine that a lack of confidence would affect? Can you see how it would affect relationships, intimate relationships, through to work relationships and every other type of relationship? How it would affect the decisions that you make? And that will be about everything from where you live, what you do for work, the car you drive, and even the programmes that you watch on telly. If you feel that you're being dictated to by an inner voice that's continually telling you that you should be doing this or shouldn't be doing whatever it is, when you'd really prefer to make other choices, then this could be your insecurity talking. Quiet, doggy. Listen to the inner voice and ask it what it's getting at. Why it's telling you to make those choices. If you can hear those reasons, it will give you a better insight into why you're running your life the way that you are. You may find that the reasons you unearth, the reasons that your inner voice gives you not to do these things, are pretty meaningless and they don't hold any water. For example, the inner voice might say, if you don't agree with what other people say, they won't like you. Your inner voice is telling you to agree with everyone, regardless of what's being said. This may be getting you into all sorts of situations that you don't want to be in. You've been listening to it for so long that you take it as read, that the instructions this inner voice is giving you, that that they're correct and that it's compulsory to follow these instructions. So you listen to what the voice says, and in this case you hear that it's saying that you must agree with everyone or they won't like you. You think about that and realise that it doesn't really make any sense. Having had this realisation, in time you may be able to ignore the inner criticising voice because you know that it's not logical and it's not really making any sense. This is a great exercise, and I wish you all the best in getting to the bottom of where this inner voice is coming from and in getting the voice to change its tune. If you'd like some help, then please do get in touch. I'd love to have a chat with you about it. Otherwise, I wish you all the best in turning things around for yourself. So thanks for listening. Hope to speak to you soon. Bye for now.